Good morning and welcome once again to a new episode of After the Elimination Zone. Yes, as you can see, everything has become snowy out here, which means that Christmas is almost here. Thank you for noticing this surprise change. But anyway, it was another tough episode last week. We saw Guy becoming the next person to pack the bags, and Claire almost drowned. We'll talk to Claire herself about her ordeal later, but first it is time to interview Guy, our latest eliminate. So Guy, do you have any thoughts about your time in the game?
It was okay, though my reputation started to go downhill. I was an amateur, I had no idea how the game worked, and I'm meeting all these people as if I didn't know who they were. These guys are like, dude, who is this man, does he even exist? I'm like suffering from dementia because I don't even know anything, but this is a sick joke. I understand. A completely stupid joke. But yeah, my time in the game was okay until Rhys started blaming me for making his team lose. Yes, it was my fault, but there is just no point for Rhys to just lash out at me like that. It's just not okay. I was originally from the red team, which I was proud to be part of. But, for whatever reason, I was chosen to go to another team, which makes my experience in the game even more weirder. I was like, how did I get here?
So how exactly did you get to the show even if you don't know how it works?
That's a good question. There's a friend of mine who was a huge fan of Curriculum, or as he'd like to call him, G4PTV. He started watching Minecraft Elimination Zone's first season, and inspired me with this really crazy idea. He said this, hey dude, take part in season 2, it's gonna be awesome. Then I said, is that for real? Then I said, what the hell, I'm going for it, and I took part in the auditions for season 2, and I'm in.
Alright Guy, now it is time to get serious. What do you think about Rhys? What was it like to be friends with him before the feud began?
I didn't have much interaction with him because I was unfamiliar with the blue team at the time. But yes, I was friends with him, and we had some good times together. But then, when I opened the chest that had bombs underneath it, Rhys started blaming me for making our team lose. I thought it was just a one-off, but then I started lashing out at Rhys and started threatening him. I worsened the feud by making a death threat, and most of my teammates were unhappy with what I was doing. I even spat on a kid, which was not right. I mean, why would I ever spit on a child like that? All I tried to do was apologize to Rhys, but the viewers didn't care about it. They hated me and said, this man hates kids, so shameful, OMG you're so dumb.
Speaking of apologizing, do you have anything to say to Rhys?
Yes. Rhys, if you get this message, I would like to apologize again for this debacle. I don't know why I started it, but you were obviously the one who started it. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings and threaten you in such a cruel way. It was heartless and very offensive, and I now understand that sending these death threats is illegal. I know some people don't get why, but it's a thing. Rhys, no matter what I did, I'm still your friend, and I will be rooting for you when you make it to the finale. And if all the viewers are watching, I'm really sorry for my actions. I am not trying to act the same way Francis did, and I'm a good person. I was harsh at Rhys before, but I'm changed now. So please, you need to gain my trust in me again so I can try to, move on with my life. End of.
Thank you Guy. On to Claire now, who has been involved in one of the most life-threatening situations of her life. She and Cora are both trapped in a room during a challenge where they try to find out how to escape the room, and the only way they can do that is to answer a math question. Claire almost drowned when she barely got out, but fortunately she survived. So now, we're going live to the confessional room to talk to Claire. Claire, welcome home. How are you feeling now?
Much better. I was shocked when I almost didn't make it to the surface. When we got locked inside a room, Cora and I tried to find out how to get out. Then, we saw a book in the chest which has the math question written in it, but we had no idea what the answer was. When we looked at the door, we realized that the building was getting flooded, and we had to hurry and get the math question right before we all drown. The door was unlocked, and Cora managed to get out all by herself, but I was too slow and I couldn't get out in time. I started to cough, and I feared I was going to die. I tried to swim, but I was too slow. Like, so slow. Then, the rescue services came and took me to the hospital, where I had to stay for treatment. Fortunately, I'm doing much better now, and I'm alive. This means I can get to compete in challenges again, and hopefully I can make it to the end. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Claire. And, dear viewers, that brings us to an end for today's episode of After the Elimination Zone. This Saturday will be the premiere of a new episode of Minecraft Elimination Zone where there's gonna be a surprise. Can't wait. But anyway, that's all for now, and we'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Nem csak kitaláltam, hogy élünk, és egymásba fonódunk lassan.